Hi everyone. So today another amazing question for you to start with, which is actually two questions. How many times have you been frustrated in an argument by somebody saying, I'm just speaking my truth? And then what you get is a truth that you actually can do nothing with. It makes you completely and utterly powerless when somebody says that. Because the truth that they are speaking is normally how they feel about something in a very unjust and unfair way. And at the same time, how often do you say, I'm just speaking my truth? Now, today I want to talk about what it really means to speak your truth, because most of us mess this up big time. This is something that I see a lot in counseling, that somebody's being held hostage by somebody else's truth, and it's not truth. What it really is, this is how I feel about it, and because I feel about it this way, it's my truth, and you have to accept it and agree with me. And do something about yourself, because this is my truth, and this is not how it works. My truth is me being vulnerable about what it is that's sitting behind me having a reaction. It sounds like this. When this happened, I felt left out. When you didn't want to help me, I felt the wound, my old wound, of never having believed that anybody would be there for me. So I had an overreaction. When you say that you're going to be on time, and 3, 4, 5, 6 times you're not on time, you come home very late, you sometimes let me know, sometimes you don't even let me know, then I feel like I am not important to you and my time is not important to you. But it's that thing of me not being important to you, which is touching my core wound, why this is so hard for me, because I don't even know how to say it in words. That I don't have a way in which to be vulnerable enough to say to you, I've never believed anybody will respect me, be there for me, want to be with me. These are ways of being vulnerable. Now, we don't do that. We go defensive, we go blaming, we turn the tables on somebody else, we get angry, we cry, we go in victim mode. That's the stuff we do. And each and every one of those reactions are dysfunctional. And please go and tick them. If you have to rewind back, go and tick them and see how many of those you are doing. And then also see in your frustrating relationships, which you know can be better. You know they can be better. That's why you're hanging on to them. And there are good parts to them. And those frustrating reactions that you are experiencing in your relationship, and the lack of resolution in really important parts of your relationship that needs to be resolved in order for both of you to be happy. Go and check how many of these you experience when the other person speak their truth. How many of these reactions when you speak the truth, go check. So it's a silly phrase. We don't have to say to anybody, I'm speaking my truth. When you are genuinely, so please just stop saying it. Please just stop saying it, because you're doing harm when you do it in the old way. If you are really coming from vulnerable, really without blaming anybody, but if you can manage to really say to the other person, I am having a reaction here. I take responsibility for it. It's my reaction. And this is what it's all about. This is why I am in this fighting mode. This is why I'm in this defensive mode. I know it's not right. I'm not supposed to be in a fighting mode. I know I'm not supposed to be in a defensive mode. I don't have the words. I'm too scared of judgment to say to you how I really feel. I've not been trained like this. Being vulnerable is hard for me. I promise you. 99% of people in this world experience this that I have just said to you. We don't know how to be really vulnerable, and when really vulnerable is the only way you ever get to speak your truth. It's important that you know the difference between the dysfunctional way of putting it on somebody But you are just speaking your truth. And once again, you are innocent. And once again, they are now just hostage of your truth. There's no openness after that. And the way in which you really empower yourself by going inside and going, oh, okay, this is the real issue. When you do this, what happens is that instant fire in which your truth, your dysfunctional truth comes out. Let's call it what it is, your dysfunctional auto-reaction, which is from a remnant of how you've been trained to try and survive all of your life. When that comes out, we get to have a redo when we stop ourselves, and only if we stop ourselves. And the way that we stop ourselves is to say, wait, I don't want to have these instant reactions anymore. And then you start asking yourself a question. When the minute you ask your question, your frontal lobes are involved, and the logic switches off. The illogical, emotion-driven, fear-driven, anxiety-driven, loss-driven, survival mode child that still lives inside us. And if you are doing this, you have not helped your inner child to grow up. And you need to do some inner child work so that you can help your inner child to get past the traumas and the learned behaviors into actual adult mode. Because in adult mode, you don't have these reactions. I'm not saying shit's not going to happen. Life's going to be hard. It's true. I'm saying in adult mode, you know to stop and go to the reaction in you and go like, oh, this is what just happened to me. Normally, some sort of fear reaction. Fear of loss, fear of being abandoned, fear of not being liked, fear of being imperfect, which is going to be, you're not going to like me and stay with me. So some sort of fear, self-protective measure comes up. You say, the do-over is, I am not going to react immediately. I'm going to think about it. The child mind is switched off. You say, okay, what was the thing that really helped me? If you're speaking your truth, it's going to be something that's hard for you to say. That is how you know you're actually speaking your truth. It's going to make you feel extremely vulnerable. You're going to think people are going to judge me for being weak. It's not, because you've got to have so much courage to expose your really smallest hurt pieces to people. It takes so much courage, and you grow through that courage. You grow immensely through that courage of learning how to speak up and express your deepest feelings, your truth. But you cannot say it to anybody. If you're going to say it to anybody before you have figured out, what is this thing I don't want to say? What is this thing that I'm really scared of saying? What is the fear I'm facing right now? If you are just saying something that you're not scared of, you're not speaking your truth. You're making the other person guilty and responsible for you in some sort of way. Okay. I know you may not like me much right now, or you may not like me a lot, because this clears a lot of stuff for you. But please comment. Please get back to me. I'd love to know that you've made some breakthrough, that there's some aha moment that's come through for you. Please remember, I really need your support. I would love for you to give this video a like, comment, even if you put a little heart in there, that's great, or a little thumbs up in there, that's awesome. And please share. Because, again, like last week's video, the same thing, this is the way for you to start a communication with somebody else. To say, can we please look at this? I would love for you, because this relationship is so important to me, that I want us to get past the fight about everything and nothing that we never ever resolve. I really want to do it. I want to do it with you. Can we please just both watch this, and that we both do something about how we are handling things currently? How does that sound to you? Can you maybe do that? And if you want more help, you can get hold of me. I do counseling, I do couples counseling, I do friends counseling, I do mother and daughter counseling, whatever it is where we've got lack of communication. Love doing it. So I'd love for you to reach out to me if you have any problems like that. And if you want to share this, there's a share button underneath, or click on the link and share it with somebody else. I really do appreciate you being here. Thank you so much for watching. Until next week. And please remember, post if you want me to talk about anything specific. Just post. This is a problem I'm having in my life. or reach out to me on social media, on Facebook or Instagram. I'm an Instagram fan. I love it. So, and we are also short reels there, which are different from these. So I'm here. Just talk to me. Lots of love. Till next time.